Hello everyone, welcome back to Piston Cup Productions. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at pretty much almost the entire Case B of 2026. It's kind of insane saying that, but here we are in November of 25, and these have officially hit Target on Veterans Day. That's when a lot of people were finding these, and at the time that I'm filming this, they're at a very cheap price right now. They're ringing up at like $2 and change. I forgot about this guy. Eventually I did find him, and well, we're just gonna throw him in here for shits and giggles and review him. He's not in this case, but I just felt like that should be stated. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Really, I'm not looking forward to this because, for one, all of this has come out already. Not a single one of these is new. And if you've been collecting since, let's say you started in 2020, or 2019 or 2021, I don't think a single one here is new to you. You should have all of this by now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all of this stuff was already out. So I don't know who they're trying to cater to. Actually, I know who, but if I say it, it's like saying a slur. Boy moms. This is all new stuff to them because they kind of just spawned last year or this year in the summer when Raisin Rescue started. The forbidden words. Look who's back. This guy was just out in 2024 and he's back again. Do you guys remember the story with this guy? It's the Chase, the Lightning McQueen, the Super Chase, the Disney Cars, Diecast, from Mattel, the Chase with the metallic paint, the exclusive wheels, the Super Treasure Hunt, Hot Wheel McQueen car toy, $50 on eBay, or best offer. Yeah, this was a huge meme here on the channel, and eventually it spread onto YouTube, and it was kind of a joke all over the place. Hot Wheel scalpers thought this was some sort of Super Chase Lightning McQueen. They would compare it to like freaking On the Road McQueen and be like, oh, this is the regular and this is the Super, see, because it's metallic. Even though the artwork is right here matching up with the car. Like, the Hot Wheels logic does not apply to Disney Cars. It's Mattel, yes, they own both of the rights, Hot Wheels and Cars, but it's not the same logic. So, now that production has moved to China, what does it look like? Does it look anything like the super shiny one that got the allegations to begin with? Well, let's find out, shall we? We're gonna open this one up. We're not gonna open all of them because a lot of them are exactly the same as previous editions. But this guy, let's take a look at him. Ooh, they definitely toned down that metallic paint. They fixed the eyes too. They're a lot smaller, not as big and goofy as these. Look at those goofy ass eyes. Okay, liking it so far. Did they remove the lightning bolt? No, they did not. Reminder, he doesn't have it with this paint job at the end of Cars 1. So why Mattel added it in is beyond my understanding. But I will say this though, this shade of red is really nice. I think it's pretty screen accurate. You know, it's a lot more accurate than this. This is just super shiny. And you know, it's nice and all. But if we're going for accuracy from the films, I think this is a little closer, to be honest. Sometimes you just have to look at them off camera. Like, it doesn't have the little Spectra flame, like with little pieces of glitter. I would have liked to have seen that because that's what you see like around his lips there. It has like a very metallic-y look with like glitter and stuff. This is a good example. Like Danny has like little glitter and stuff to make it look shiny. I really wish it had that. Let's see, compared to this is the China one, right? It's getting confusing now. Compared to the original one from 2007, I think is when this guy first came out. They look pretty similar. It's a little bit more dull for the paint. The Rusty's logo is a lot bigger. Same with the 95 logo at the top. Looking at the side decals here, yeah, the printing is still pretty bad for the sponsorships. It's a lot better than the original Thailand one from 2024. So it looks a little bit better. I can read that a lot more. The gas caps look about the same. The Rusty's text definitely improved as well. There's the back. Other side. Yeah, so there's a couple little improvements here and there. But it's really up to you what you think is the ultimate Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen to date now. I really do like this new one. I don't really have a hatred for it. You know, it's very similar to the original paintwork, but it's a little bit like of a deeper, darker, richer red. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks really pretty. It's like a nice little candy apple sort of red. This one was pretty shiny, but you know, it got the job done. It does look kind of metallic. It's really pretty. And then this one was just straight up metallic foil, super reflective and such. Yeah, and the expression just really wasn't all there. But I think they definitely fixed the eyes and certain little things here and there, so it looks good. I quite like it. If it didn't have the little lightning bolts there, and if it had like Spectra metallic, sort of like sparkle, I guess like Danny, I think it would have been a 10 out of 10 diecast and would have probably been the best Radiator Springs McQueen. Okay, we'll set his box off to the side. Now we're gonna take a look at, you know what, we'll do Francesco because there's a lot of buzz about this guy and I want to see exactly what the hype is about. So this is his first time on this red packaging, if I'm not mistaken. I think he, actually no, I take that back. I think he was on 2022 packaging. But that was when they had like the white box in the background, and now this is the full red one. So I believe this is his first time on a fully red box. Man, this gets confusing. If you're a first-time collector, I don't blame you for questioning everything I'm saying. Like, this is just a lot of information to process. Like, even myself, I'm getting bamboozled listening to all of this crap. As seen in Cars 2, and you have McQueen, Francesco. That's kind of it. They are bringing back Carla and Nigel, so hopefully when those guys come out, we'll still see these two guys on the back, so you have a nice little lineup of all the World Grand Prix racers. Because I believe when McQueen first came out, I have him there in the background. It only had him, so it kind of just looked like that, and I was like, well, it looks like an international card now. When they just show an image on the back, it was kind of pointless. So let's go ahead and take a look at Francesco. I think this is going to be a very popular one. The GRC one would sometimes peg warm, but eventually they kind of just disappeared. You know, everyone loves Francesco. This guy is great. So looking at the mouth here, it's kind of hard to focus since it's like a pointy looking mouth. It's fully painted, nothing wrong with that. The eyes are different, albeit though the lining on mine does not look good at all. The black lining is cutting into the white part of the eyes now, so it just doesn't look correct, unfortunately. Yeah, the green printing on the sides too, like it's very noticeable. I do like the shade of red they used. I think it might be a little bit darker than the original, but we'll compare it in just a few seconds. Text on the wheel looks good. Francesco signature, you can't really mess that up, can you? Black base, oh, take me back to 2011 when they had so many variants of this guy. White base, gray base, black base, the talking version, the crashing race version, or whatever they were called. The charge-ups version. There's so many versions of Francesco back then. Awesome character. He's one of my favorite characters from the whole franchise. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is a significant upgrade? I mean, really, the only thing I'm noticing is the exact same shade of red. I thought it was different. No, same red. The only difference really is just the eye lining, and I guess the yellow lining here on the number 1 is a lot larger and everything. It's just a bigger print overall. Francesco's signature is a lot larger too from the looks of it. Those lines just obviously printed there. Like you can see the streaks of the printer. It's a little dirty by the exhaust pipes. Like you didn't print the color on right. Like with the old ones, it was very professionally applied, very well detailed. But I've seen worse from these new 2026 cars. There's definitely worse out there. They don't really fully paint the rims 100% on these things. You can see that on Francesco right there. Yeah, it's not fully painted in like this one right here. I think that new McQueen has the same issue. Yep. Yeah, it's not fully painted in. What about the 24 one? Oh yeah, yeah. They both look different, but they both fail. All right, that's Francesco. Can't say much about that one. I think the eyes is really the only upgrade, but it's really a you decision if you want to upgrade to this one or keep your original. I want to look for another one now because that I played, bro, come on, dude. Like, They completely messed mine up. It does not have the lining perfectly aligned with the white part of the eyes. Oh well, just got unlucky with that one. All right, so now we're gonna take a look at Heyday Smoke. Really, Mattel? Really? You cannot let us catch a break. They labeled him Heyday Smokey. Let me show you who Heyday Smokey is. That's Heyday Smokey. This is Hot Rod Smokey. He never appears in the film with these flames. A lot of people have been confused. You know, not hard time collectors, newer collectors, especially when you get on like the Facebook groups. People are extremely confused saying, when did this show up in the movie? Well, number one, why aren't you questioning that about Race and Rescue? Number two, all the other legends, Louise Nash, Junior, Moon, River Scott, they all appear with flames, but they don't show Smokey. So this is kind of like a weird Mattel original sort of thing. It's like their own little headcanon, kind of like Steve Herschel with flames. Like, that never appeared in the movie, but it exists. So it's kind of the same situation here. I don't know if this was just like a mix-up in production or with someone speaking at Mattel or something. You know, we can't know unless you're a fly stuck on the wall at Mattel HQ. Because I'm pretty sure what they were trying to go for was Hot Rod Smokey. Like, that's the artwork for Hot Rod Smokey. I'm looking at Hot Rod Smokey. It's just the name tag that does not say Hot Rod. It says Heyday instead. They're not the same colors either. Last I checked, like the Heyday one is a lot more lighter, and then this one's a little bit darker. It's very, very, like, barely noticeable. Here you can kind of notice a bit. Like, this one's a little bit brighter, this one's a little bit darker. Maybe if this guy comes out in more cases down the road in 2026, they'll update it and it'll say Hot Rod Smokey. Or maybe they'll completely change it and they'll take off the flames, take off this artwork, and just make it actual Heyday Smokey. But I think the first one I said was probably the more probable cause that'll end up happening. So I have a Thailand one. Yeah, I think this guy was always from Thailand. I don't think he ever had a China counterpart. This guy does have a Thailand counterpart and a China one, but I have the original here with me. So looking at the flames, first off, is it any better? Well, they're very grainy and pixely. What is that, dude? Look at that. Look at the, like, 8-bit sort of printing. Look at that. I can see blocks on that printing. What? Dude, this is like a straight up, like, pixelated flame. This one, like, you have the curves on the flames. I see curves on the flames and everything. This one, you just see a bunch of pixels on the flames. What? Okay, we've lost the silver on the hubcaps. They're gray now. Actually, no. I'm mixing these up. It has silver on the hubcaps now, and then before it was just a flat gray. So that's kind of an upgrade. But mind you, the one on the packaging has brown. So, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Best dang garage in town. They kind of changed the plate color. It's like a lighter blue now. I think it's just a misprint. You see the molding of the mouth is like way down here where my nail is starting. And the mouth is all the way up here. Good God, the printing is so bad on these new cars. Brad Windmiller. This guy, again, was in 2022. Here he is again. We're just recycling a bunch of stuff we had before. All you gotta do now is throw in Damage the King and boom, it's a 2022 checklist, huh? Instead of a 2026 one. Now I have a China one here. I don't have a Thailand one, but I do know that the Thailand one, like the only difference was just the eyes. This is one I'm actually gonna go ahead and open up because I did not get the, what was it? Was it 23 or 24 when this guy came out? I want to say 24. No, was it 24? Someone in the comments help me out. But this guy has a new expression that we haven't seen before, so he's pretty worthwhile. So this is one of the ones that I got and I was like, yes, like something actually new for me. Oh, the flag just flew out. Warning, small parts. And it says it on the box too. It takes up a whole part of the artwork. I like this guy's packaging and his artwork. He has a sort of scared expression. It's very different. Here's the other one with the flag from Vietnam from 2020. I think it was in a 5-pack at Walmart. Yeah, completely different face. I mean, you can think of this one as the one when he's like, I guess, looking at McQueen almost crossing the finish line when his tires popped. Think of it that way, I suppose. But yeah, this guy looks great. I like that expression. There is so many variants of this guy. Different flags, different faces. We have like 3 smiling ones, and now we have this like scared one. This one looks really, really cool. For sure a good purchase. And I mean, the fact that they're like $2 right now. Richie Gunzit. I think this guy came out in 2020. What was it, 2020? Or yeah, I think it was 2020. Yeah, this one is pretty much identical. I really don't see a difference. So if you missed out on this guy in the past 5 years, there you go. He is out again. Fabulous Lightning McQueen and Cruz Ramirez. Both of these guys were in a Walmart 2-pack, accessory 2-pack, I believe in 2024. I want to say 24. So just last year, these two were together. And they were in the Thomasville 5-pack just last year. And again this year. Yeah, right? They're in this again this year? With this Sally, too, matter of fact. So 3 of them from a 5-pack that you can go grab at Walmart, taking up slots in the main line. You know, okay, word of advice so that you don't lose your sanity like I have in these past few years from Mattel. Whenever you question something so badly, don't say, Mattel, why this? Mattel, why that? Mattel. Just say, take a deep breath in. And let's say you see something you question. Why is this McQueen? Blah, 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 blah. Just say Mattel. Oh, okay, yeah, that explains. You should have told me. Yeah, okay, that explains everything. You know, you can't. It's so hard to get into Mattel's brain that you just have to accept the fact that you just have to say Mattel. Yeah, Mattel. Ah, okay. Oh, thanks for telling me. Nah, you know what? I understand now. Carry on. Yeah, so, why is there 3 cars from the 5-pack available as singles? Well, because I don't want to buy the 5-pack. When the 5-pack has a Ramon, you can't get as a single. And who was the other one? I think it's Normal Smokey, which you can't get as a single either. So why wouldn't you buy that 5-pack? It's a great 5-pack. It's the ending from Cars 3. But anyways, why are they all here as singles? I don't know. Mattel. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Fabulous Lightning McQueen. They changed his eyes, man. We're going to have to open this one because he is pretty different to the one we had before. Here's the previous one. This one is also made in Thailand. I'm pretty sure this might have been from the 5-pack when it first came out at Walmart. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. So they completely changed the shade of blue, the eyes, so much. The shade of yellow. There's like a black sort of border around the Rusty's text that wasn't really there before. It kind of was. The mouth misprinted, as always. It's raised higher than the actual mold of the lip. Mattel. Smile's a little bit smaller on the old one. It's a lot bigger on this one. It looks like a banana, really, painted in white. But the biggest thing is those eyes. Now, I don't know if this is just my copy or everyone's copy. But the fact that those eyes are so pixely, and you know, the shading is just bleeding onto the white compared to this one. This one, it was just like fuzziness. Does that make sense? This one is just straight up streaks bleeding into the white part. Like both of my Rally Race Cruz Ramirez's have streaks bleeding onto the white part of the eyes, and it's just so bad. Like here look, she's right here, matter of fact. Look at that. I mean, the quality on these is just not it, bro. Look at this overspray on this. Look at the headlight. Look at that. I mean, it's a fantastic looking car, but then the printing quality just ruins it. And the same could be said for this McQueen. I really like how the Fabulous Lightning McQueen looks. I really do. But then you look at those little aspects and it's like, what happened, dude? I do miss this more calmer, humble expression. This one looks a little too childish. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say. Oh God, look at that chip on the side. We have a lot of variants on this guy. but I don't think this is one of my favorites. I remember the Fabulous Lightning McQueen being a deep, rich blue, and it's pretty close to this one. So why they went to this one is completely beyond me, because, yeah, that looks a little bit closer. It's still not right. It's still not 100%. But it's a closer. It's definitely closer. Matter of fact, they came out with Doc in the same case, so that's a pretty nice pairing you can get. But again, even the Doc Hudson is not the shade of blue like the artwork. Okay, we'll put those guys off to the side. Let's go ahead and do Cruz Ramirez. So Cruz Ramirez here, I don't know what the point of this was. Was it just for the single little Ramirez variation? That's it. That's the only difference. It's just the spelling of the I. That's the only difference. Okay, Cruz Ramirez, they always release the Rusty's version. When that one was just in the Florida 500, but the more prominent one and the more iconic one that they use in media afterwards is Dinoco Cruz Ramirez, you know, in the end credits of Cars 3 and Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. And dare I say it, kind of a variation of it on the road, you know, with the dinosaur and everything and some Dinoco logos. So why they don't do this more often, you know, a basic Cruz Ramirez is beyond me. But man, look at the Cars 3 lineup so far. We're getting a lot of Cars 3 this year for 2026. It's looking great. Look at that. No metallic. Mind you, she's metallic in the movie. Blue rims. Blue dinosaur. Beautiful metallic dark blue. Beautiful metallic dark blue. Blue. And, okay, look, she doesn't look bad with basic blue. You know, like, it kind of looks like a basic blue here in this image at first glance, but the deeper you look, you see the metallic rims. You see the metallic part of the dinosaur. So this is the more superior version, obviously. I mean, the eyes are pretty similar to the originals. Like, I'll give them that. That looks pretty good. Headlights seem to be okay. The paint is really nice. Like, again, this is what I wanted on the Radiator Springs McQueen. That sort of like sparkle in the paint. Like the, I don't know what the word is. Speckled? Spectraflame? I don't know what the word is. It looks really nice. That is kind of the same shade that they, well, actually is the exact same one, of yellow on the Rally Cruise. I really like this shade of yellow. I'm really glad they transferred it to this Cruz Ramirez, because it's a freaking stunning color. Like, it looks absolutely gorgeous. But then it's quickly debunked by the fact that there's just no metallic foil on the decals. And this isn't a recent occurrence. Like, ever since Thailand came along, they just love cheaping out on these very beautiful looking details. Like, you'll have cars that have chrome rims or chrome detailing or bronze rims, and instead of doing those bronze or metallic colors or gold or whatever color it may be, Mattel opts out for a basic version looking of that color. So a good example would be like the Race and Rescue Red. That one had, if I'm not mistaken, silver replaced with gray. Yep. So we didn't have an inch of silver on this thing. Like, it was all just gray, no chrome either. So, you know, it's a common occurrence that Mattel just likes to take the cheap route, leave out these cool details that make these look so appealing and collectible, and just make them look like basic, cheaper looking toys, you know? I mean, it's all about making a bigger profit and investing less. But I don't know how that's working for them right now, because freaking Target has these so cheap that everyone is going after these. Like, you'll go the next day and they're all gone. Everyone is taking advantage of that deal, because you've never seen cars for that cheap in such a long time. I don't remember the last time I see cars on sale, not on clearance, on regular sale for $2. Like, it's insane. It's amazing. So anyways, I also have the Thailand one here just for comparison. I do like the new eyes for sure on this new 2026 one. They definitely fixed some things here and there. But again, I just really miss the metallic wheels and the foil. That's really my only complaint with this one. The yellow was really good. And the fact that you can see the rookie stripes is good, because here you cannot even see it at all. It's completely gone. Okay, Sally. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna open this one, only because, again, I have the one from the 5-pack version, and people were saying the one from the 5-pack version finally replaced the original Sally from 06. So let me just grab this one real quick. This is made in Thailand, yeah. The shade of blue is darker on this new one. It's a lot lighter on the 5-pack version. Porsche logos. Let me look off camera. Yeah, they look about the same. It looks actually a lot better on this new one in the box. I can see the horse a lot better. And this one just looks like a dot instead of an actual horse. Yeah, so the biggest thing with this Sally is the headlights that they fixed. They finally added detail to her headlights. So yeah, it's there. It looks good. Wheels look about the same. Nothing really different with this one. It's pretty identical. So if you don't want the 5-pack for whatever reason, here you go. Here she is as a single. I will say though, the mouth looks better on the older one. This one, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened with the mouth there. There's like 2 overlapping sprays of white, and this one just looks a lot cleaner. So I'll stick to the 5-pack version for sure. Okay, who is next? Doc Hudson. Should we even open this one? Well, mine's got a massive chip there at the headlight, at the tail light, sorry. Dirt detailing. I like it a lot more on the older one so far. Actually, no. The printing here was very choppy. Yeah, this new one looks a lot better. This one's looking good. I'm shocked we have chrome still. Oh God, what happened here? Look at that. Dude, what? Okay. Completely chrome bumper, right? Like in between the lines and everything. All chrome. Right? Look at this new one. There's gray in between the chrome. They should have done it in black. You see how it's black here? Here they did it in gray. It looks so off. Man, they should have done... If they did it in black, I think this would have been like the ultimate Doc Hudson. For sure. It would have definitely run circles past this guy. Really, the only problem with this one that I've heard of is the fact that the eyes are a complete mess up. And I agree. Mine isn't even printed on properly. Look at this big gap right here on the windshield. So yeah, look at those eyes. What happened with the eyes? They're so weird looking. Here's my original China counterpart. I think it's just the eye shadowing. Maybe the eyes are too small. I'm not sure. But you tell me what you think about that Todd Marcus. I think this guy's been out previously before too. Forgive the dust on this guy. Yeah, they look pretty similar. I really can't see what else is different. But if you don't have them, now's your chance to grab them. Okay, since we're on the topic of Piston Cup racers, we might as well just take a look at Ralph Carlow. I don't recall the last time this guy was out, but it was definitely within the past 5 years, that's for sure. So I have here a Thailand one. Brother looks exactly the same. They fixed the bumper though. Like the bumper on the first Thailand edition was very grainy. Nice red. So, it's a bit of an improvement. Eyes look about the same too. I think those are actually better. Yeah, this is probably an actual upgrade. I might just have to keep this one. Those sponsors actually make me question a lot. Look at the no stall sponsor. It doesn't even say no stall. Wow. That's actually insane. Marlin clutches McKay. Not different at all. Ramon, hydraulic Ramon, also in a 5-pack, I think in 23, or was it last year in 24? I think it might have been last year. I have the 5-pack sealed, but I never opened it because I just liked how it looked on display. He's an upgrade compared to his original, so let's go ahead and compare that real quick. Yeah, check that out. They fixed the eyes, added a smile. Very nice, Ramon. Silver outlining across the front windshield. A lot more life into those eyes. Beautifully printed details. Nice paint. It doesn't have like the little glitter like the old one, but I do like how it looks. It looks nice. I think the expression alone, and yeah, this is the big thing right here, the back panel. I think those things alone make it worthwhile. Yeah, pretty good, pretty nice. They added in that little black circle there too. It wasn't painted before. Oh, mine doesn't even have the low and slow text on the wheels. Now he does. For sure, this one was worth it. 100%. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the final 4. World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen. To grab this one here. Well, this is a China one, so it's not really a fair comparison, because I think the Thailand one looks pretty similar to this one. Well, I mean, it's Lightning McQueen. How do you mess him up? Well, you'd be surprised. I don't think he's that different, honestly. Yeah, this one's pretty similar. I threw the ones that are the least different towards the back when I was getting set up for this video, so that's probably why we're going a lot quicker through these. The King, though, I think there is something I noticed that I didn't like about him. The shades of blue look pretty similar. I think it might just be the same. It's just my eyes playing with me. The bumper's a little darker, yeah. The wheels look a lot nicer, that's for sure. Yeah, I like how these look more. These were just super grainy. They fixed the Dinoco text too. Hey, how about that? That looks good. Okay, the eyes. It's pretty similar, don't you think? I don't think it's that different, honestly. The actual canopy, sort of roof part, is a lot darker on the new one. It sounds stupid saying new when this just came out this year and this is for next year, but you get what I'm saying. It's a darker shade, for sure. I think I like this one more, though, especially when you look at the eyes. Look at those eyeballs, bro. They look so girly. I don't know how to explain it. And look at this one. They just added way too much eyeliner to this guy. Like, he looks like a punk star. Yeah, definitely avoiding this one. And if you have the chance to get this year's version, please do, because this new one for next year does not look it. It really doesn't. All right, last but not least, rojo, red, rouge. What did they change to this guy? Well, it's not the silver detailing, that's for sure. That's what everyone would have loved. Bro has TV static for window tint. Look at that. Oh my goodness. The old one was a nice clear looking box. How do you mess that up? Okay, looking at the faces here. Oh, they're actually different. I think they just lowered this eyebrow, was it? No, they completely just lowered both of them more down. This one looks a lot more awake. This one looks a lot more calm. The mouth is completely misprinted. Why? Look at that. Look at that misprinted mouth. Dude, did I just get a bad batch of case B? Because a lot of my cars are so misprinted. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Not much else to say. All right, well, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you'll be picking up from 2026 Case B. Who was my favorite from all of this? I think either the Radiator Springs McQueen, Ramon. Well, he's not even from Case B, so I can't even count him. I like Francesco. I like Dexter here. Who else was a good one? Yeah, I guess the compliments on there. You know what, Cruz? I'll add in Cruz as well. I liked her. It's just the lack of the blue, so we'll count those as the favorites. All right, thanks for watching.